Have you ever felt like you were meant for something greater, yet struggled to connect with others who share your vision? Do you sense that your spiritual journey is unique, but at times painfully lonely? What does it mean to be chosen? And how does this divine calling shape our experience of isolation? The journey of awakening to a higher spiritual calling can be both transformative and deeply isolating. As a chosen one, the weight of this mission can create a sense of spiritual loneliness that separates you from others and from the world around you. In this video, we will explore the emotional and spiritual challenges that come with being called to a higher purpose. We will delve into the signs of isolation and loneliness, how they can become obstacles on your path, and the steps to heal and reconnect with your purpose. This video is for those who feel the burden of spiritual isolation and are seeking to understand their unique mission, find healing, and embrace the profound purpose of being a chosen one. Spiritual awakening and isolation. The burden of a higher calling spiritual awakening is a deeply personal and transformative experience. It often begins with a deep sense of longing or a sudden realization that life holds more meaning than what is perceived through the physical senses. For those who identify as a chosen one, this awakening can feel like a calling that transcends worldly concerns. However, this sense of purpose can often be misunderstood or isolated within a world that is focused on material pursuits and transient goals. Being a chosen one is not about personal ego or special status, but about aligning with a higher divine mission. This spiritual path, while incredibly rewarding, often leads to profound loneliness. The deeper you connect with your spiritual purpose, the more you may feel disconnected from the mundane concerns of the world around you. Family, and even strangers may not understand the weight of your journey, and the mission you are called to may seem too complex or abstract to explain. This isolation can make you feel as though you are walking a path that no one else can understand, intensifying the loneliness that comes with spiritual awakening. This feeling of spiritual loneliness is not a sign of failure or a lack of connection, but rather a byproduct of your awakening. It signals that you are being called to something greater, something beyond the confines of ordinary existence. Yet while this awareness can be freeing, it also comes with the challenge of learning to navigate the deep isolation that accompanies it. Signs of isolation turning into an obstacle as the spiritual journey unfolds. Isolation can begin to feel like more than just a passing feeling. It can become an obstacle that hinders your ability to grow, connect, and move forward in your spiritual mission. Here are some signs that spiritual isolation may be turning into a barrier to your spiritual freedom and emotional well-being. 1. Excessive activity on social media. In the age of digital connection, many people turn to social media as a way to find validation and community. However, for those who are experiencing spiritual isolation, the search for connection through social media can often lead to more disconnection. While social media can provide temporary feelings of connection, it often leaves a void rather than offering the deep, meaningful relationships you crave. This cycle can lead to frustration as the desire for authentic connection intensifies, while the platform itself fosters a sense of emptiness. It's important to recognize that genuine connection cannot be found through digital approval or validation. True connection comes from introspection, meaningful conversations, and shared experiences. The more we rely on external sources for validation, the further we drift from our true selves and our spiritual purpose. 2. Excessive sleeping. When emotional and spiritual burdens become too heavy, some may seek refuge in sleep, using it as an escape from reality. However, while sleep may offer temporary relief, it can leave you feeling drained and disconnected rather than rejuvenated. The desire to sleep excessively often stems from an unwillingness to confront the deep emotions that arise from isolation. Healing requires that we face and process these emotions rather than avoiding them. While rest and recovery are important, they should not serve as an escape mechanism. Healing begins when we choose to confront our loneliness, our fears, and our spiritual disconnection. 3. Losing interest in your gifts as isolation deepens, the joy and inspiration that once fueled your creative gifts may begin to fade. Many people who experience spiritual awakening find that their natural talents and abilities are closely tied to their sense of purpose. However, when isolation and loneliness take over, these gifts may feel unreachable or irrelevant. The key to rekindling your purpose is reconnecting with your gifts. These abilities are not just random talents. They are part of your spiritual calling. By reconnecting with your gifts, you can reignite your passion, restore balance, and begin healing the disconnection you feel. Heightened sensitivity. One of the most profound effects of spiritual awakening is an increased sensitivity to the world around you. The energy of others, their words, or even their actions can feel deeply personal. Small things that might have once been overlooked can now trigger intense emotional reactions. This heightened sensitivity can lead to feelings of rejection or inadequacy, further deepening the sense of isolation. It's essential to recognize that this heightened sensitivity is a sign of your spiritual growth, but it can also distort your perception of reality. Learning to practice self-compassion and discernment will help you manage these emotions. When you begin to understand that not everything is a reflection of your worth, you can regain emotional balance and maintain a grounded perspective. 5. Intense desire for deep connections. Many people who are on a spiritual path long for deep, meaningful relationships that go beyond the superficial. The desire for authentic connection intensifies as isolation deepens. You may find yourself yearning for people who truly understand your journey, share your values, and respect your spiritual mission. This longing for deep connection can become overwhelming when it feels like no one around you can relate. Trust that these connections will come in time. As you align with your true self and continue to walk your spiritual path, authentic relationships will manifest. It is important to be patient and trust in divine timing, knowing that your mission and your path will attract the right people at the right time. 6. Persistent exhaustion. Spiritual and emotional burdens often manifest physically as exhaustion. The weight of isolation, combined with the emotional strain of processing deep spiritual growth, can leave you feeling physically drained. While physical fatigue may seem like a sign to rest, it is also an invitation to renew your energy through spiritual practices, such as meditation, prayer, and connection with nature. The key to overcoming exhaustion is spiritual renewal. By engaging in practices that restore your energy and align you with your divine purpose, you can regain the vitality needed to continue your journey. 7. Avoiding social interactions. As the discomfort of feeling misunderstood grows, some may retreat further into isolation, avoiding social interactions altogether. This is a natural response to feeling disconnected and unseen by others. However, this self-imposed isolation only exacerbates the sense of loneliness and hinders your ability to connect with those who can truly support your journey. It is important to seek out communities and individuals who respect and understand your spiritual path. While not everyone will understand your journey, there are others who share similar experiences and can provide the support and connection you need. 8. Physical symptoms. Spiritual isolation can manifest as physical symptoms, such as headaches, muscle tension, or digestive discomfort. These physical signs are often the body's way of expressing the emotional and spiritual pain that accompanies loneliness. Addressing the root cause of spiritual disconnection through healing practices and emotional processing can alleviate these physical symptoms. Healing requires acknowledging the deep emotional pain that is connected to isolation and taking active steps to address it. 9. Seeking refuge in fictional worlds when reality feels too overwhelming. Many people seek escape in fictional worlds, such as books, TV shows, or movies. These forms of entertainment offer a temporary respite from the pain of isolation, but they cannot offer true healing. Real growth and transformation happen when we confront and process our loneliness, rather than avoiding it. The path to healing lies in embracing reality, not escaping from it. By facing your challenges and embracing your purpose, you can find the strength to heal and grow beyond your current state. Feeling invisible, one of the most painful aspects of spiritual loneliness, is the feeling of invisibility. You may feel as though your presence goes unnoticed or unappreciated by the people around you. This can be a particularly difficult experience for those who feel deeply connected to their spiritual mission, but are not receiving recognition or support. It is important to remember that your value is not defined by external recognition. Your divine mission is unique, and your purpose transcends the need for external validation. Your worth is intrinsic and aligned with your spiritual path, and it is this purpose that gives you value, not the approval of others. Overvaluing small interactions in the absence of deeper connections. It is easy to overvalue brief moments of connection. These interactions, though meaningful in their own right, may seem like the only source of hope and validation. While these moments are important, they should not be relied upon as the sole source of emotional fulfillment. Instead, continue to seek out and nurture deeper, more authentic relationships that align with your spiritual purpose. Path to healing and spiritual freedom. If you are experiencing spiritual isolation, it's essential to focus on healing and reconnecting with your spiritual mission. The path to healing involves several key steps. 1. Introspection and silence. True connection begins with silence. By quieting the mind and listening to your inner voice, you can access the wisdom that resides within you. This introspection allows you to reconnect with your true self and rediscover your sense of purpose. Reconnecting with purpose, return to your gifts and spiritual mission to heal and reignite your joy. Your purpose is the guiding force that will help you move through the challenges of isolation. Re-engage with your creative gifts and spiritual practices to restore balance and clarity. Trust in divine guidance. Remember that you are never truly alone. Divine guidance is always available to you. Trust that God or the universe is guiding you on your journey, offering strength and comfort when you need it most. 4. Building community. Recognize that you are not alone in your journey. Others share your path and can offer support and understanding. Building a community of like-minded individuals can provide the connection and encouragement you need to continue your spiritual journey. Embracing your role as a chosen one, your spiritual mission is unique, and while it may feel lonely at times, it holds profound spiritual purpose. The path you are walking is one of transformation, healing, and awakening. Patience and self-compassion are essential tools to overcome the burdens of isolation and embrace the power of your divine mission.